Hi, this is Zaira Wasim. Go and download the Bollywood Times app right now.
I don't know what my next guest has planned for her career, but I do know that whatever she does and whatever she touches turns to gold. Dangal did. Secret Superstar will too. Ladies and gentlemen, my next guest isn't a secret anymore. Ladies and gentlemen, Zaira Wasim is here on Bollywood Times. Welcome.
Thank you. Hi.
I'm a huge fan. And of course, I'm talking to a national award winning actress. Are you a movie buff? Is the first question I want to ask you.
No, I'm not
Why?
at all. I don't know. I mean, I would not make a deliberate effort to, sit through a movie. I can't. I do like watching films.
That is a revelation on the show. Why do you not like watching movies? You're a part of the industry now.
I don't know.
And you better last long. You're going to pack your bags, go back to Srinagar and then...
I'll try.
Yeah,
Now
please.
that you said it, I'll try.
Because let me tell you, you are a fabulous actress, and I'm just not saying this because we all love Dangal, and we all meaning the whole nation, the world, but every little nuance of yours, even in that song, the one you've sung in Secret Superstar, is shown from the plight and from your eyes, from the expressions that you do. So Zaira, keep doing what you're doing. Tell me something. Let me begin with asking you about Aamir Khan. Is he a better actor? You rate him as a better producer, or you rate him as a better director?
Okay. All of it actually. More than I think. No, we all know how good of an actor he is. He's not into directing actually too much. People think he directs everything around him. It's not true.
Okay.
But he would suggest, he would advise the actor instead of going all crazy, aise karo, waise karo. It's not that.
Right.
Producer, I have no idea. But he's a great friend for sure.
Oh, he's a great friend.
Absolutely.
Okay. So you'll have to spill out 3 secrets the world doesn't know about Aamir Khan.
He's a big foodie. But at the same time, if he's on a diet, he's very strict about it. I mean, nothing can, nothing can stop him. He's very picky.
Zaira.
And third would be he's very stubborn with things. If he decides with one thing, he would not change his mind at all. Doesn't matter. Even if the world is trying hard to change his mind, he wouldn't.
So I'm sure you know about a certain thing that he didn't change his mind to. What was that?
Cutting my hair in Dangal. I mean, while I was getting a haircut, and he entered the room and he's like, "What is this? You need to buzz it." And we all tried really hard to convince him not to do that because it was already very short. He's like, no, you need to buzz it. You have to buzz it. And he buzzed it.
That's stubbornness. And 3 secret the world doesn't know about Zaira Wasim.
Zaira Wasim loves cats.
Oh.
I'm crazy about cats. I'm obsessed with it. I have 3 cats already. I'm planning to get more if my mother doesn't kill me.
What are the names?
I have a black one who's Dodo. I have a small brown kitten who's Jerry and a white one who's Snow. Forgot his name. Snow.
Snow. वो कौन सी चीज़ है, okay, जो आपने secretly करी थी that your parents didn't know about? Anything that you've done so far in your 17, 18 years?
Actually, I adopted Jerry without telling my parents.
Oh, the cat. And
Yeah.
What happened? What was the first reaction?
My mother was like, you either keep him or you keep me in this house.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah. The first cat I got, my mother chased that cat away. So I had to beg her to keep Jerry because Jerry is a sweetheart. His tongue is poking out all the time and he's a sweetheart. So when my mother saw him, we were like, Chalo, he is very cute, but no more cats after this. But I'm planning to get more.
Nice. You said you're not a movie buff. But which is that one movie you might have seen that you said, no, I might want to act, it's just not a fluke, right? That you were casted for Dangal. You must have had a deliberate attempt to actually audition for that. It was a conscious move from your side.
I don't think it was because I wanted to act. Acting for me means it's more like a way to sort of get out of my it's like an escape for me. So every time I act, it's an escape. It was never, okay, I'm watching this film or I want to do this. Yes, maybe just to, step out of my head.
Comfort zone more,
Yeah,
and
maybe.
then do something.
That would be more like it if I have to
nice.
put it in words.
I wouldn't call you a child actor. You're right there in between, not an adult, not a child, somewhere right there where people want to see the growth of Zaira Wasim in the film industry. Do you subconsciously think that after you pursue your studies, finish them, that okay, this is what I would want to do?
I don't know. I still don't have any plans.
Okay.
Education would always be my top priority over anything else in this world. But at the same time, I have secretly developed a love for acting. Let's see.
Who do you admire? Besides Aamir Khan, of course.
I love Manoj Bajpayee.
Yeah.
I'm in awe of Richa Chadha. I love Ratna Patel ji a lot.
Oh, wow. Wow.
So, and Irfan Khan. So these are the people I love.
Ratna Patel ji, normally a 40-year-old, 30-year-old would have said, but I'm sure you've seen her movies.
Yeah.
Or her stage plays.
Yeah.
Are you into plays as well? Do you watch theatre?
This is how it actually happened. This is how I got into acting actually.
Wow.
Through drama. And I've always been this kind of a person who would never interact with a lot of people. I never thought that I could even survive a crowd. But there was one time where I got selected for a drama at school. It was based on female feticide and it turned out great. So my principal understood, okay, this girl can act, and I discovered that I can survive in front of a crowd. So after that, a casting director from Mukesh Chhabra's office was in Kashmir. He was looking for a girl for some film. At the same time, he happened to be in our school for the audition. So that's when my principal gave in my name, and that's how all of this happened. So that was my first play and first and last play actually.
Nice. So there is a process. I'm sure you by now know that there's a process for casting. And we all know how strict a guy or anal a guy or a detailed or perfection a guy Mukesh Chhabra is. What have you learned as far as that casting process is concerned through a guy who's trained you?
I didn't know. I have not been able to, sort of sit with him and understand the way he works. Because when I was auditioning for Dangal, I was too much involved in my own space and everything, and I never thought that I would even get Dangal. So I hope that one day I can manage to sit with him and understand the way he works. Because even for Secret Superstar, I did not get to meet him. He did not cast me for Secret Superstar. Okay. So I hope one day I can sit with him and
kind of ask him the questions that you want to. Okay. Retakes. For a girl like you, your age, when you did Dangal, when you did Secret Superstar, is it difficult for Advait, Chandan, or for that matter, Nitesh sir, to keep on retaking? Nahi yaar, Zaira, come on. Does it stretch into that element?
Fortunately, no. And also, they're very patient with things.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I've never seen Nitesh sir or Advait, for a fact, getting angry on set. Never. And also, they've never yelled at me, or Suhani or Fatima Di or anyone on set. So for that case, we've been very lucky that they both are very patient and calm. And more than that, it's a part of acting. It's a part of your journey. So even if you have to give retakes, that doesn't mean you're a failure. It's just that
you're not. Okay. You're not kind of perfecting your craft. But which is that one scene you would want to now go back and change for the better?
There are a lot of it actually. I mean, even when I watch Secret Superstar, I would say that I want to reshoot the whole film. It's a never-ending process.
Okay.
Even for the director, he's like, now I'm ready to shoot Secret Superstar. So it's a never-ending thing for an actor. You always want to give your best. So even if I work in another film, I would always say, nahi, mujhe pehle se karni hai film. So it's a never-ending process.
Nice. Okay. Which is the one song that grips you, that you listen to motivate yourself?
In the film, it would be Main Kaun Hoon. I think I would call it a dangerous song.
Dangerous song?
Yeah, it's especially the fact that I'm a teenager. You're in that time of your life where you're just contemplating everything around you and stuff like that. So the lyrics, they really mean a lot to me, and for every person, I think, because it's a song that can either lift you up and boost your self-esteem, or it can literally shatter you to pieces. So for me, that song really means a lot.
Interesting. And the one that is not in the film, any song that you hear?
There's a song, Golden Leaves by Passenger. I love that song.
You like that
song? The lyrics are great.
Have you ever met, after seeing the trailer, and the great Aamir Khan we have here. He's playing Shakti Kumar, right, in the film. This wannabe music director, or probably the established music director who's still a wannabe.
The wannabe cool person.
The wannabe cool
actually.
person.
Yeah.
Have you ever met a guy like that in your real life?
No, I haven't, which is why it was very weird for me to see. And also because I've seen AK in Dangal in a very different way. You know, he's like a father figure. And here he's a weird man wearing tacky clothes, having a weird hairstyle, hitting on every other woman. It was funny, it was hilarious. And also, while working with him, it reached to a point where it became difficult for me to work because I would just not stop laughing.
Yeah.
And I was so scared to, I hope that I don't piss him off. But it was fun.
It was?
It was fun.
Tell me, when you're surrounded by creative people, it's so fun, right? The energies, the vibes they give around. What's the vibe, what's the energy and the creativity like when you're also surrounded by someone like Kiran Rao?
It's difficult to explain. I think it would be very difficult to articulate what I feel for her. She's a very strong-headed woman. The vibes that she gives out of being a strong woman is very inspiring. That's all I can say. What I've learned and what I feel for her, I don't think I would ever be able to articulate.
Interesting. Both the directors now that you've worked with in both the films, what's that thing that sets them apart? Nitish and Advait.
Advait loves Bollywood actually. He's a very Bollywood guy.
Okay.
I would put it that way. He wants a lot of Bollywood tadka in his film.
Okay.
Unlike Nitesh. Nitesh is very practical with things.
Okay. Is it because he also comes from, a different sensibility, or probably, he's directed ad films?
I don't know, but one thing I know about Advait is that he's a Bollywood freak. He tells us stories that every time I go home, I cannot have dinner without watching TV.
Oh, wow.
So that's the kind of person he is. So it's that thing which drives him to this whole idea of loving his obsession about Bollywood.
When you work in the banner of Aamir Khan Productions, there's always a social message that drives, that instigates the public or the audience, and they want more because they kind of just not relate to it. They kind of just think that they're a part of it. A film like Secret Superstar, you think will be as important a message-driven film, because right from the trailers it's pretty evident, and the song that you've sung, Main Kaun Hoon.
It's important. It holds a very important message for all age groups, for men, for women, for girls, boys, teenagers, anyone. For parents, most importantly, because there are a lot of teenagers out there who want to explore. They might have a passion, but they can't follow it probably because of the parents' pressure or whatever they have in their mind. They don't let their kids do it. So I hope the parents can understand. We all deserve a chance in life. With teenagers, the struggle of a teenager is seen in this film. Not just her own personal space, but even the surroundings around her, because it all comes down to, if you speak to a teenager, if I see a sad teenager, if even you would see a sad teenager, you'd be like, boyfriend se breakup hua, girlfriend se... This
the
is all,
usual.
that instinct that
cliche,
comes up It's not just that, what I feel. Honestly, what I feel about this film.
Nice.
I get too philosophical sometimes, but it's one thing I feel that, it's beyond boyfriends or girlfriends. There is a struggle of a teenager, which a teenager might not even know what is happening around him. So that I hope people can relate to it.
So I think the hat trick should be with the third one, also with the Aamir Khan Productions. Are the talks on?
I would love to.
Wow. And what do you feel when you get a national award? Is it like just one award that you put it on the shelf and they, Mom, let's keep on cleaning it?
Definitely not. I'll tell you one thing, that I had no clue over the national award. And the day it was announced, I was sleeping. It was announced at 11 o'clock, and till 2 o'clock I was sleeping. I checked my phone. I had some 30 missed calls from all my friends and family and messages saying congratulations, and I had no idea what was happening. So that very moment my cousin called and she's like, "Tumne bataya nahi, you got an award." I was half asleep. What award? Who's getting congratulations? You too, happy birthday. What is happening? I had no idea. And that's when I turned on the TV and was there. I did not know how to react to it because I never thought that I would get a national award. I was not expecting it. And as I told you, as an actor, we all feel that we could have done better.
Yes.
So I think that my performance was not good enough for me to receive a national award. But I was happy. I was very excited about it. And my nani was there with me. She
Oh,
was
so
staying that
sweet.
time. I was in Bombay, and she was so desperate to tell someone. She wanted to call my mother or anyone, and she could not reach anyone. She called my mother, and my mother was like, "Oh, re, wow, very nice." She called my father. My father had no idea about the national award, just like her daughter. And he's like, "Acha beta, kuch mila? Very nice, very nice." And he hung up and like, "I'm busy." Ye, wo. But then when I went back to Kashmir, he got to know the national award is a big thing, and he was all of them were so proud of me.
I'm sure you got sleepless nights, if that's how you want to put it with that answer. So, ladies and gentlemen, Zaira Wasim is going to be as honest as she probably
I'll try.
yes will be. Never have I ever cheated in a school exam.
I have. Always.
कैसे किया है वो बता दे दर्शकों को.
अरे पूरा so I'm very bad with Kashmiri. Kashmiri is जो language है. And in 8th grade, I copied पूरा paper. मेरे आगे जो बैठा था friend, I copied पूरा paper उसका. And I've always cheated in my Kashmiri exam. Always.
Very, very proudly she can say
I've
that.
always cheated.
Never have I ever given a piece of advice to Aamir Khan.
Yes. Never.
Never?
Oh, I have actually. About the capo in the film.
About the?
Capo, the one thing you put on the guitar. So they were very reluctant. They're like, "Kahan se?" Because Insia comes from a very small family and
Yes.
she can't afford a capo. So I suggested we'd rather put a pencil with a rubber band instead of a capo. So I have.
And what was the final outcome?
They did it. They
pencil?
thought that it was very cute, yeah.
Oh wow. Never have I ever thought of singing in a film for real.
Never.
Do you sing?
No, I don't.
Bathroom singing?
No.
No? Okay. Never have I ever had a crush on someone senior to me.
Never.
Achha. Never have I ever bunked school and my parents didn't know about it. Okay, let's take
I've bunked tuitions. I've never bunked school. I've bunked my tuition classes, but I've never.
tuition classes bunking.
But I've never bunked my school.
You loved school.
No, but I never bunked my school without my parents.
You hated tuitions, we know already.
I hated school as well.
Please, no more bunking schools or tuitions. Do not listen to Zaira Wasim in this.
No, you should.
Never have I ever cried after listening to a song.
I have all the time.
Which one?
So many songs.
एक दो.
As I told you, मैं कौन हूँ, and I've cried even after listening to Golden Leaves by Passenger, and so many songs. I mean, I can't even tell you. So many of them.
Okay. Never have I ever cried on the sets.
I have all the
You
time.
on the set
I
of a film?
have.
Like for
All
real,
the time.
not
Yeah,
listening.
for real.
Okay,
I've
which
never
scene?
used
Which scene?
Listerine,
Give me a scene where you felt really emotional after that.
I've cried so much in this film. Like so much.
Secret Superstar.
Secret Superstar. I've cried in every other scene.
अरे बाप रे.
I'm
Well,
not
at least
revealing too many secrets.
full emo film it's gonna be. Emotional.
For me, it was. I cried a lot in this film, off set, on set.
Which is so good because even Dangal, when people watched and came out, yeah, they laughed, they cried. And that's the speciality about Aamir Khan, right? Aamir sir, roda mat yaar abhi. Never have I ever, it's a bit tricky, never have I ever lied to a journalist.
I have.
You've lied?
I have.
What was the lie? What are the
They ask
questions?
so many questions, you have to be politically correct and everything. I might have lied, I'm sure.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, you played well. Zaira, I was watching the making of the great.
Kumar.
Sorry?
Shakti Kumar.
शक्ति कुमार एंड सान्या मल्होत्रा देखी मुझे और ब्रैकेट्स में था कोरियोग्राफर.
She choreographed a song in the film.
वाओ.
Yes.
So Sanya Malhotra is also a
She's a
choreographer.
very good dancer. We all know, I think. She's brilliant. She's too good.
She wrestled well, we know, but
She's
dance.
a very good dancer.
So which
and
are the
also
songs
a
you
singer.
choreographed?
She's very good.
But tell me how did that happen?
I don't know.
Weren't you surprised when you got to know what Sanya is choreographing my song?
No, but it was happening quite prior to the shoot. So they all got into it. And even जब पंचकर्णी में they were working on the songs, both of them were there. Sanya, Fatma, both were there. So I'm sure they must have planned something.
Okay. The biggest compliment you've ever received after Dangal?
I remember the Dangal ke premiere ke time when I was coming, Rekha ma'am was coming out of the theatre,
Okay.
and she came to me and she hugged me and she took me to one corner. First thing she told me, "What are you doing here? Get out." Yeah, and I freaked out.
Okay.
She said that you were so good. What are you doing here? How can you be so good? How you can't be so good? I was almost in tears. I did not know how to react. And we all the four girls, we received a letter from Amitabh Bachchan sir.
Okay. Workshops. You've been a part of so many workshops because when you work with Aamir Khan, you know that there is a process of working. What's the most boring thing when you are a part of a workshop? And what's the most exciting thing?
Workshop in this film, I'll tell you, guitar bajana itna. I always wanted to learn it, but it reached a point where it got so boring because every day I would listen to the same song, not just once, but at least 20 to 30 times a day. In a day. So I've heard Mac on who so many times that when it released, I was so sick of it that I did not want to watch it. So you get sick of your own work sometimes.
Okay. And what's the most interesting thing about workshops?
Nothing.
Nothing?
It helps you, but it's not something very interesting, but it helps you.
Have you ever thought of uploading your own video on YouTube?
I'm
Something
not
crazy
very
that you've
creative.
done? No? Of course you
I
have.
used to
Please.
put stupid things on Instagram, but never on YouTube.
Well, this industry and the gates are open for you always.
Thank you.
God bless you and thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Hi, this is Zaira Wasim and you're watching Bollywood Times with Devansh Patel.
Thank you for watching. For Bollywood's latest updates, subscribe to Bollywood Times right now.